everyone who's joined in the session. My name is Mercy and I'm going to be your host for tonight. And today I'm going to take you through a very important topic in regards to general health, that being maintaining general wellness. I'm sure we all here, both FBOs and clients, know the importance of actually ensuring that our health is okay, because currently we are faced with a lot of health challenges from the foods we consume and many other things. So it's important to get to know how we can maintain our health being at optimum. So in any case, you have team members who've not yet joined in, kindly inform them. I'll be starting off immediately. So allow me to share my screen so that we can get started. Yes. So because of public demand, I'm going to have to redo this session. I did it a while back and it was of very great impact to the attendees who got to join in the session. And I'm sure for this specific Zoom session, we have new people who've been able to join in. So have your notebooks, have your pens ready, because I'm going to get started. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot, especially knowledge that you can get to share. In any case, your FBOs with your fellow clients. In any case, you're a client who is interested in getting to know how to improve general wellness, you can get to know how to do so. So just starting off in a few minutes. Just give me a minute. I want to move this. Yes, so let me set on the slideshow so that we can get to begin. Yes, and the topic for tonight is in regards to maintaining general wellness. Like I've said initially, my name is Mercy. I'm a manager in the business, and it's my joy to get to share this valuable information with all of us here. So we are going to start off immediately by just going through basic terms in regards to wellness. So what is wellness? It's the state of being in good health, especially if it is an active pursuit goal. Like if it's something that you each on a daily basis get to consciously move towards ensuring that you're well. And health, according to the WHO, is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not necessarily the absence of a disease, but you can say that you're doing fine. So for this specific Zoom session, we are going to talk more of the physical well-being, yes. And because we've been able to define, let's get to discuss some of the various importances of having good health. The first thing is that you find that you age gracefully, yani hauzeeki haraka. Yeah, I'm sure you've come across people who look younger than their age. Yeah, you ask them their current age, and what you expect to hear is not what you actually hear. So that is one of the benefits of having good health. Yeah, you can look 30 when you're at 50, or you can look even 30 when you're in your 60s. Yeah. Besides that, also with good health, you're able to live a ripe old age, because you find that when you have your organs functioning well, they automatically experience a longer lifespan. Actually, I'm sure for some of us, possibly we've come across people who passed on because maybe one organ or another got to fail and caused their demise. So having good health is really important because of that. And then the third thing is that it becomes easy to avoid lifestyle related diseases that at times come with age, as well as poor lifestyle habits. Of course, I'm sure we are all aware that some lifestyle habits, like for example, getting accustomed to eating a lot of junk food, being inactive, brings about lifestyle related diseases that we are aware of, issues to do with diabetes, high blood pressure. So it's really, really important to ensure that your health is at optimum to avoid such. And then looking better and feeling better about yourself, of course, you have, the confidence actually to do things, yeah, when you're at good health. I'm sure you've come across people who maybe, let's say you're outdoors doing activities, and maybe somebody can say that, hey, I cannot be able to run because I have this and this condition. So when you're at a state of good health, you find that you don't have an issue participating in several things. And besides that, also the other importance of having good health is that you're able to be there, especially if you're a parent or a parent to be, you have that strength to be able to see through, yani kukua hapo na watoto wako, getting to bring them up. Yeah. Yes. So the last thing I can say about the importance of good health is you have more productive years ahead. And this comes with when you're vibrant and you're energetic, because of course having energy ensures that productivity nayo imepata kuongezeka. Yes. But you find that currently on the ground, there are various challenges that we are facing and that pose a threat to our general well-being. And I'm sure on your screens, you can see a couple of points, and some we can relate with. So I'm going to start off with farming methods. This includes the use of chemicals in planting crops. We have our farmers who use, herbicides, pesticides, insecticides to ensure that the crop is protected from infestation from insects and all that. But now you find using of artificial chemicals on crops get to interfere with the nutritional value of the crops grown, because of course most of these chemicals are toxic. And then the second thing is the introduction of GMO foods into the Kenyan market. There has been a debate about this several times on social media. So as we all know, you find that GMO foods, the nutritional value is minimal to none, yani ni kidogo sana sana. Yeah. So unapata that, tuseme tu ni kukula tu kujaza tumbo, yani kuhakikisha hauna njaa, but in terms of nutritional value, not quite. Yeah. So that's also another challenge. I actually remember last year when we traveled to Dubai for the African Summit, there was a time we were at a specific mall and we were buying chicken. And there's a way you can get to know hii kuku ni iko sawa, yani ni natural, na hii kuku haionji kuku. So apparently being served and eating, you could just feel a weird taste, yeah. And actually I could relate with why a lot of my clients in that area were saying that they eat a lot of GMOs. This is something that is not only happening here in Kenya, it's also happening in different countries across the world. Yes, and then the third thing is storage of food in extreme temperatures. So by extreme temperatures, I mean either very hot or very cold conditions. You find that this can cause nutrients to get to deplete, yeah, because then again, of course, kukikuwa na joto sana, the nutritional value will get to go down, and also when it's very cold, yeah. Yes, so I'm sure you've been able to understand that. Then the next point is infestation of food by rodents or insects. You find, for example, if you get to if you get to store your foods in maybe stores and granaries, there is a likelihood that it can get to be infested by such, yeah. And you find, of course, they eat away the nutrients, those rodents and insects, and of course that causes a depletion in the nutrients in the food. And then we can talk of now poor infrastructure. This is not only a point in tulikuwa tunaambiwa huko high school, it actually really applies also in terms of challenges that affect good health. And you find with poor infrastructure, it makes the process of transporting food from the farm to the marketplace a bit difficult. I'm sure you've been able to go to remote areas where the roads there are not even fit, yani unapita potholes too, yani, yeah. So you find that can cause even a lack of organization. And you find for most times perishable foods are the most affected because of the risk of damage. For example, a lorry ambayo imebeba nyanya and it's passing through a road full of potholes, you can imagine those tomatoes zitaweza kubondeka, yeah, because of that. So it does affect. And then the other thing is mishandling of food items by transporters and vendors. You find, of course, it definitely reduces the quality of the food crops, because sometimes maybe for them to offload that lorry that has the food, they need to, of course, wanapandia lorry. Sometimes also they can possibly get to step on the vegetables as they move them out of that lorry to now the place where they've been able to get to. So that also gets to affect. We have poor hygiene conditions. You find with our food marketplaces, hygiene is really, really compromised, and it's not a must I mention the exact places. I'm sure we are aware of different places where you go, it's a food marketplace, but the hygiene conditions are very pathetic. So you find because of this, food is exposed to a lot of dirt and harmful chemicals. And then we have also the method of preparation of food, how we get to prepare our foods. Sometimes you find we end up overcooking our food. This causes the nutrients in the food to die because of extreme temperatures. Maybe, for example, umeekelea chakula, alafu maybe you're watching game, na ikaungua in the process. So, of course, nutrients getting to die. You're not able to get the maximum nutritional value from the food that you're preparing. Also, another thing in terms of method of preparation, sometimes also the ingredients that we use in preparing our food, sometimes even spices that we get to, of course, include in our food stews and all that, they have a bit of chemicals which to some level can be toxic over time. And then also undercooking food can cause the nutritional value not to be fully experienced. Yeah, there are some foods which you can eat raw and it's okay, but there are some foods which if you don't cook fully or if you don't cook well and you eat raw, it can predispose one to harmful bacteria. Yeah. So the other point is exposure to toxic chemicals. This can be from various places. It can be from the ingredients used in the preparing of the food. Actually, there was a time I was hearing that I think they use soda ash. For some vendors, when they prepare githeri, they use, I think, soda ash to ensure that the githeri inaiva haraka sana. But in real sense, when you look at such a situation, soda ash is not specifically quite good for our general health. Also, in terms of toxic chemicals, we have inhaling of smoke fumes from vehicles and industries, etc. So also that, especially if you're in an urban setting, yani ukikuwa tao, yani inhaling all this smoke is just part of the way life is on a daily basis, yeah. And then consuming excessively fluoridated water, not to forget, of course, the points that we've been able to share on also the foods that we take. And then there is the sedentary lifestyle. So with sedentary lifestyle, mostly you find people do more of eating and less of being active. Yeah. You can give an example of mtu anakula pizza na Netflix and chill for the whole day. They eat a lot of junk food. They're not as active as they should be. It predisposes one to obesity issues. Yeah. Then there's also the wrong perception towards specific foods. And sometimes you find for some people, like pardon me for using this example, but I've come across clients, some male clients who, when you recommend for them to take fruits and vegetables, they say that fruits and vegetables ni chakula ya wamama na watoto. So you find if people have such perceptions towards specific foods, one cannot necessarily be able to enjoy the whole nutritional benefit from the ranges of food we have. Not only that, also you find sometimes some children are brought up, or rather, because of the urban setting and people getting used to a lot of junk food and all, somebody who mostly may prefer eating healthy, for example, eating ngwashe ndoma, they may be looked at in a different way. Yeah. And then we have daily stressful conditions. Of course, we have the pressures of life, maybe getting to meet targets, getting to ensure that we attend to a few things here and there. You find that it can get to drain us one way or another. Yeah. Yes. So what are the effects associated with these challenges? First and foremost, you find excessive toxicity of the digestive system. And we've said this is mostly as a result of the consumption of a lot of chemicals present in what we consume. Then also there is the risk of lifestyle diseases, yeah, kwa sababu ya the lifestyle people have been accustomed to, of maybe for some, not everyone, for some, eating a lot, sitting down for long hours, not being as active as possible. Sometimes even you find for some people, when you recommend to them that they exercise, they say they don't have time. Yani, a lot of things which can cause the rise in lifestyle diseases. Yeah. Then, of course, nutritional gaps that come with very small to no consumption of the daily required quantities of nutrients needed for optimal body function. And this can be possible because of many things. One of the key things is possibly availability. There's some people who reside in very remote areas where maybe accessing a variety of fruits, accessing a variety of vegetables in a bit of a challenge because of their locality. For some, even it's availability, the financial capability of them getting to buy often. So you find there is a lot of things that can cause one to have the nutritional gaps and all that. Also, there are those who can afford all that, but because of the challenges we've mentioned before of chemicals and all, they're not able to reach the threshold of the quantity of nutrients that they need. Just a minute. So what are the solutions we can get to work on to get to improve on, our general wellness? First and foremost, getting to do a regular cleanse is very important. And detoxing is not only for sick people. Cleansing is for everyone, because with all that we've talked of the exposure to all those toxins, this is one of the ways you can actually get to serve your body to ensure that any toxic accumulation, whether knowingly or unknowingly, gets to be gotten rid of from your system. And then adapting to an active lifestyle. This can include, of course, exercising on a daily basis, ensuring that you don't sit down for very long hours, you take short breaks, you get to do long walks and all that. Also, just getting time to rest and unwind. This is very, very important, especially for those who are under stressful conditions because of one thing or another, maybe work, it could be home, it could be a lot of things. And then consuming a lot of water. Staying hydrated is very, very important, because even you find for our body, averagely 80% of our what we constitute of is water. So by consuming 8 glasses of water, of course, you're doing yourself a favor. And then also being mindful on how you get to prepare certain foods. There are specific foods which, when you overcook, you don't get any nutritional value. A good example is greens. If you get to really, really fry greens, you cannot even get any nutritional value from them. So being mindful on how to prepare specific foods, and also the kind of quality of, maybe let me give an example, the kind of quality of unga that you get maybe from the supermarket when you're buying. It's really good to be keen to ensure that maybe the specific unga that you get in for making your ugali, it has a lot of nutritional values. Yeah. And also, it's also recommended that if you can do preparing maybe chapos or ugali ya unga ya kusiaga, it's really, really good, because you find such flour has a lot of nutritional value. Yes. And also identifying anything that can trigger stress and getting to manage on that, just to ensure that your emotional well-being iko sawa. And then supplementation, of which I'll get into this to talk of it briefly. So what is supplements? It's the use of supplementation is the use of supplements to bridge nutritional gaps, what you've mentioned before. So supplements include vitamins, nutrients, and minerals that are natural based. Supplements are generally natural based. That's why you can see it's vitamins, nutrients, minerals. This is also elements that you can get to derive from the foods that you consume, only that now it supplements it's in a higher quantity. Yeah. And supplements ensure that a person consuming gets all sufficient nutrients they need in the body for optimal body functioning. Yeah. So you'll find some specific supplements are inclined to specific needs, because some supplements have more quantity of maybe a specific vitamin, a specific mineral to help with various things. Yeah. So supplements are not medication. They do not intend to cure, rather to promote feelings of wellness. It's really important to get to know this, so that especially for those who are clients and are listening to this session, supplements are not medication. Yeah. So when you're using supplements, you're using it just to ensure that you promote feelings of well-being. Yeah. So let's say, for example, if you're having any lifestyle condition, for example, maybe diabetes, high blood pressure, it's usually recommended that for the medication that you're currently on, you don't stop it, you still continue, but you can also use supplements hand in hand with the medication, supplements which are meant to help with specific supplements which have specific vitamins, nutrients, and minerals to help with the current issue that you're having. So supplements also don't compete with medication. They work hand in hand to ensure that the feelings of wellness are promoted. The other thing about supplements is you don't need to be dependent on the supplements for life. It's not that if you stop using the supplements, now you have effects and all that, but still at the same time, you can get to use supplements as regularly as possible, because like we have discussed, we cannot say that we can 100% depend on what we consume sometimes. Sometimes even you find that you're going to maybe a hotel to eat, but you may not necessarily know how the food has been prepared. So you may be there thinking that you're eating greens and ugali, kumbe hizo greens zilifraiwa kabisa, and you find that they have minimal to no nutritional value. So supplements are really, really important, and they can be used by the young to the very old, and then they have no side effects since they are natural based. Yeah. Yes. So why is it important to supplement? It's because of the benefits, and in specific, I'll talk of the benefits that are associated with using Forever Living products. So you find with Forever Living products, it's an industry leader. We dominate in over 60% of the production of the world's aloe products, aloe and also aloe products. So we are dominating in the sector. Yeah. The other thing also with our products, they have several seals of approval to ensure that they're of high quality, in that they are safe for consumption by the consumers, and the products cover core nutrition and they benefit every body system. Yeah, like I've mentioned, we have specific supplements for specific needs. For example, you can get supplements which work mostly to improve on immunity. For some, it's joint care. For some, it's reproductive health. So there's benefits for every body system. And then they're supported by science, because also we have the scientific advisory board that gets to carry out tests on the products to ensure that they're of high value before they get to leave the main warehouse to the end consumer. So we have products that help to support immunity, some support digestive health. We have products for anti-aging, both on the outside and also the inside. We have products to promote dental health and hygiene. We have products that help to support a healthy weight. It could be in terms of weight loss or even weight gain. now for weight gain, the bodybuilding bit comes in. Also, for the supplements, they constitute mostly vitamins, nutrients, and minerals to help to bridge any nutritional gaps. The supplements also, mostly the cleansing drink helps to boost energy levels, because also you find if you've never done a detox, you can have feelings of fatigue. So it's important to always cleanse to get rid of any toxicity that causes fatigue. Yeah. Then also we have products which can be used on the outside for gentle soothe, for rapid and gentle soothing. And besides also the products, there is an opportunity behind the company that you can get to partner with the company and impact other people's lives. Yeah. So as I finish off, it's important we get to know that good health is dependent on three major factors. The first one is good absorption. So by this, we mean it's the process by which one thing is taken in through physical action, absorption of nutrients from the colon to the bloodstream. That is just an example. Then good circulation. This is the movement of blood from one organ to another, from the heart possibly to the brain, from the heart to the liver, mambo kama hiyo. Then good nutrification is the process of providing nutrients to something. In this case, you mean our body system. Yeah. Yes. So let's look at absorption. Yeah. What are some of the problems that can limit good absorption? One of the key things is the accumulation of excessive toxins in our system limits good absorption of nutrients from what we consume. And what are these sources of toxins? Like I've discussed earlier, it's just generally from what we consume. It can be the air we breathe in, the food we take, the water we consume, use of medication over time also, because you see medication ion chemical based. So over time, it causes some level of toxicity, especially if you don't do a regular cleanse. And how can you get to know that there is a problem with general absorption? You will experience a lot of things, for example, digestive health issues. Under this, we are talking of issues like gas, bloating, constipation issues, having heartburn issues, which can escalate to issues like H. pylori and ulcers. Also, weight gain becomes also a challenge, because also you find if you have toxicity in the system, there cannot be maximum absorption of nutrients from the foods you take. Yeah. And also you find weight loss becomes a challenge, because if your system is toxic, the body cannot focus on losing weight. And also you find skin issues, for example, having acne issues can reflect because of the toxicity in the system. And also the rise in lifestyle conditions, like for example, colon cancer issues and all that. Yes. So how can you get to ensure that your absorption is improved? Of course, supplementing. And on your screen, I'm sure you can be able to see a combination of two key products. We have the aloe vera gel. So this works to, of course, get to cleanse your system, and remove any toxic waste from the colon. It helps to eliminate all heavy residue of excessive drugs that have accumulated in the body over time. And also, it strengthens the lining of the stomach and hence accelerates the healing of the ulcers. And that is for the whole pack, actually. I'm not talking of one product in specific. For that specific pack, you can get to see on your screen, it's part of the digestive health pack that has all the benefits you can get to see hapo. Eradicating and eliminating the growth of H. pylori bacteria that can cause ulcers, also helping in the regeneration of cells, because then you find, of course, with issues like acidity, ulcers, that acid gets to burn the cells which are on the lining of the colon. So getting to regenerate those cells is really, really important, and getting to have a good balance of the bacteria, good balance of bacteria that will ensure that good digestive health is promoted. So to be able to get to know better about the specific pack you're seeing on your screen, you can of course get back to the person who invited you for this session to be able to understand more. And then we have circulation. So we of course defined what circulation is. So what is the problem that can limit good blood circulation? Firstly is the constricted blood vessels. Constricted blood vessels basically means blood vessels that have not opened up well. So if blood vessels have not opened up vizuri, unapata the blood flow becomes a bit of a challenge. Yeah. And then also high cholesterol levels can contribute to this. And you find mostly for the high cholesterol levels is what clogs the arteries and the veins. And that is what now causes the lumen, the space through which the blood passes kukua ndogo na ndogo, and hence why it can cause HBP issues in the long run. Yes, and also the inability of the body to produce essential omega-3. And what is the source of the problem of circulation, good blood circulation? First and foremost, obesity issues, especially having abdominal weight. You see, with abdominal weight, it's close to the vital organs of the body, the heart and all. So if you have obesity issues, it can cause circulation to be a challenge. Eating a lot of junk food saturated with unhealthy oils, because at the end of the day, these unhealthy oils is what causes the cholesterol levels to be high, and what can clog the arteries and the veins. And then we also have stressful conditions, yeah, which inaweza pandisha pressure ya mtu. Yeah. So what is the evidence of existing poor blood circulation? You find that sometimes you can have vision issues, but not necessarily, vision issues cannot necessarily be entirely about circulation. It's just one of the key things that can cause vision issues. High blood pressure issues, as well as memory fog, yani ile hali ya kama umesahau and all, because if there is no sufficient supply of blood from the heart to the brain, hiyo hali ya kuweza kufikiria pia inakuwa a bit of a challenge. Yes. So the supplement pack to help improve blood circulation is the Cardio Health Pack you're seeing on your screen. Currently, we have the RG Plus and the Actic C in stock. And for RG Plus, it has been endorsed as the best L-arginine product by Nobel Prize winner Ferid Murad. So L-arginine itself is a miracle molecule. It boosts nitric acid production, which helps with ensuring that the blood vessels are dilated. That means the blood vessels get to open up very well. So when the blood vessels get to open up very well, you find even the pressure of the blood that passes through those vessels is not as high when you don't have blood vessels being dilated. Yeah. So it is recommended for healthy blood pressure levels. It relaxes the blood vessels and opens them wider for greater blood flow. It relaxes the arteries and veins, and also has the ability to dilate. It's actually dilating the blood vessels. Yeah. And then now for the Forever Actic C, this is what now, okay, RG Plus also has the benefit of controlling bad cholesterol, but also Actic C has the same benefit to a higher extent. So for Actic C, it combines natural fish oils with olive oil to provide the omega-3 and 9 to ensure that there is a healthy balance of cholesterol, to get rid of any bad cholesterol that is in the system. Yes. And then as we finish off, there is the nutrification. We mentioned that nutrification is the process through which cells are able to get the sufficient nutrients for defense against any infections and all that. So the key thing that affects nutrification is basically nutritional gaps. If you don't get a supply of sufficient nutrients, then the cells in the body will not be able to access the necessary vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. And like we've mentioned earlier, the main source of the problem is poor lifestyle habits, where you find that for some people they take an imbalanced diet. Yeah, maybe for somebody the last time they had greens was maybe a week ago. Maybe for some people the kind of diet that they have is more of starch and less of other food groups. But that is just one amongst many, yeah, that we've talked of. So the evidence that the nutritional gaps exist is you find immunity levels become low, because if your immunity is high, then the cells are strong to fight any infections that may come. So if you find you have low immunity levels, then you're not getting the required nutrient value to ensure that your cells are well capable of fighting any infection. Then also another evidence of this is malnutrition, which is evidenced by nutritional deficiency diseases, though I'm not quite sure whether such diseases still exist. Yes, possibly, but I think people have been well educated and all, but of course there could be cases of maybe kwashiorkor, marasmus, and the likes. Yeah. So supplement packs to help to improve on nutrification of the system. These are just a few of the many. These are not the only ones. Yeah, we have our absorbent C. Now for the absorbent C, basically it combines vitamin C and oat bran. This is what makes this product unique, because you find vitamin C cannot survive in very hot temperatures for a long time, but because our specific vitamin C has been coated with oats, it's able to stay in your system for longer, so you're able to experience maximum benefit. And then we have the Forever Daily, of which you'll get to confirm with the person who invited you for this, whether it's currently in stock. So you find with today's busy lifestyle, many people find it difficult to eat the right type of food that supplies their bodies with the recommended daily value of essential vitamins and minerals. And also because our bodies are bombarded with a lot of challenges, environmental pollution, physical, mental stress, and all. So this specific product is designed to nourish and protect your body. So if you're looking for one key product, maybe if you're the kind of person who is looking for one key product that has a large quantity of vitamins, nutrients, and minerals you can enjoy, the Forever Daily is the one, yeah, to be able to ensure that the body has those gaps of nutrition bridged in one way or another. So like I've mentioned, supplements are not medication. You can even use supplements even when you're healthy, because it is said that not being sick does not mean also that you're healthy. So it's important to take care of your state as you are right now before maybe things can get worse. Yes. So I'd wish to thank every one of you for taking the time to join in the session till now. I'm sure we've been able to learn a lot. So it's just a matter of getting to share these values with the necessary parties so that we can impact people's lives. For clients who've joined in, I'm sure you've been able to learn a lot concerning why it's important for you to get to supplement. So it's a matter of you getting to take the necessary action to get started with our amazing products so that you can move closer towards a healthier you. So with that, I'd wish to thank Emmanuel for the time to share the value that I've had. I'm sure we've all been impacted in a positive way. So with that, have a good night. Back to you, Emmanuel. Thank you. In any case, you have a question, you can ask, but I'm not sure whether anyone has a question.
Yes, thank you, Mercy, for that wonderful presentation about supplementation and why it's important to supplement. I don't think we have any questions. Rather, compliments, just saying thank you and appreciating the wonderful presentation. As always, guys, the whole idea is to move our products, is to use our products, and of course, understand more benefits as we explain to our clients and to ourselves. So increasing the knowledge is very, very important as we do the business. Asanteni sana. Have a good evening and see you next time. Bye for now.